Avatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Dhyeyas sada savitramandala madhyavarti Narayanas sarasijasana sannivishtaha Keyuravan makarundalavan kiriti Hari hiranmaya vapurthrita shankha chakraha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Soorya Narayana Swamine Namaha. Thank you very much. So as requested, I would like to slightly trace the genealogy. Around the 16th century, the forefathers were actually from Andhra Pradesh, the present day Andhra Pradesh, from Andhra, and the earliest that we could trace our genealogy was to one Nilakanta Dikshita, who was a very great Sanskrit scholar and poet and Vedantin, and ever since every single son, daughter of this lineage, we belong to what is known as the Velladas from Andhra Pradesh. So most of them around probably the late 17th century, when with the fall of Tipu Sultan and Hyderabad Tipu Sultan in Karnataka, and the kingdom was transferred to the Mysore kings. The Mysore kings wanted to collect the great Sanskrit Vedic Shastra scholars from all over the country, and it was the kingdom of Mysore which attracted and invited the great scholars, and in that influx of scholars, my forefathers came over to Karnataka, and that's how probably for the last close to 200 years our family has settled in Karnataka. And when they formed the Sanskrit College in Bangalore, that was the time when again my great-grandfather and his brother, who were very renowned scholars, were brought, and then they said that you must teach the seeking public here. And many of my forefathers have also been teachers and gurus for the pontiffs in Sringeri Math, in the tradition of Adi Shankara. So pretty much the scholarship stops there, and it's a very feeble reflection of this great heritage. But my passion right from childhood has been Vedic studies, in spite of my other academic pursuits, because of the profound depth and the scientific temper with which our ancient rishis have contributed to the work. One of the reasons why we find Veda and Vedic studies so enigmatic and so distant is because we don't know the jargon. It's only when we know the jargon it makes it very easy to know. Scores and scores of students have learned from our forefathers, not only Veda but also Shastras. Our family's contribution again has been a commentary and translation on all the major works of Sanskrit, be it Vedanta, and definitely the focus was on Valmiki Ramayana, Mahabharata and Bhagavata. So even to this day, the advanced scholars refer to those works when they want to determine the exact meaning of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana has been, Valmiki Ramayana especially, has been a very close, integral part of our family culture. And we have been initiated to study the Valmiki Ramayana at least once in a year. So So it has been a practice in the family to start on the Ramanavami day, which is not too far away, it's on April 1st of this year, and then at least continue till the Vijayadashmi day. So it will be a wonderful project for any of you to take up that, because it doesn't take too much time for you to read that, but it is the quintessence of the entire Vedic culture. With that, we'll get into today's subject. Certain preliminary submissions, all that I am going to speak this morning is going to be completely derived from Shastras. So none of the opinions, ideas, concepts that I present here today are mine. They are totally from the tradition of the Rishis. If there is any error, it is purely my error, but if you find some value in what I speak, it is because of the grace of the Rishis. As you might have seen in the flyer, I have been asked to speak on Soorya Bhagavan. What do we mean by Yagna? And then finally, what is the importance of performing the Yagna in the temple, and what is the role of all the devotees to perform it at their temple? Because these are all fundamental questions, especially our children will ask, if we have a mandir in our house, if we worship there, why should I go to the temple? So I will also talk about the how a temple is a spiritual center, how it can be very, very different in its outcome if you do something at a temple. So those will be the three sections of the study we are going to make today. There is a very beautiful statement in the Chandogya Upanishad. I'll start off from there. Yadeva vidyaya karoti shraddhaya upanishada tadeva viryavattanam bhavati. Please do not be scared about Sanskrit, because every word of Sanskrit that I quote, I will translate that for you. The Upanishad says, how can we be successful in any project that we undertake? This applies both to the spiritual world as well as to the secular world. Everyone wants to succeed in whatever they take up. What is the process? Yadeva, whatever project that you undertake, vidyaya karoti, you have a clear knowledge about what pursuit I am undertaking. So clarity of the project that we have undertaken is the first condition for success. The second condition for success is Shraddhaya. Shraddha has got many meanings. One is faith. It also means diligence. The etymologically, according to Panini's grammar, Shraddha means Shrad dadati iti Shraddha. That means that which leads you to truth is Shraddha. So suppose we undertake a project where we have a clear knowledge of what we are trying to do and why we are doing it. And the purpose is so that we can reach the truth of the matter. Upanishada. Upanishada means direct participation, intimate association. Upa means near, samipe, nishada means to sit. So, being intimately involved in the project that you have undertaken, with these three conditions, success is guaranteed. If at all we are not successful in any endeavor, including your studies, suppose parents always come and tell you, you must get grade A, you must get good grades, you must go to good school. Constant pressure is there on the children, and especially on children of Indian origin, because we want you to succeed. So sometimes this becomes quite a bit of a stress. So how to remove this stress? So this, especially our children, you please pass on, and many children are here, you please contemplate on this. Any undertaking you take, these three conditions, please know exactly why you are doing it. Please know that you have got to apply yourself, and please know that you have got to be intimately involved in the project. When these three things happen, you will be successful. Similarly, in today's our sharing of this Vedic knowledge also, I have to apply these three so that we understand Surya and Surya Bhagavan, the concept of Yagna, and what is our participation clearly. What is our daily experience? The daily experience and the daily pursuit and the daily project is only two things. Artha, Kama. We want to earn money, we want to enjoy. Primary importance. And even to earn money and enjoyment you need Shraddhaya, Upanishada, Vidyaya. All these three conditions are required there also. Without that you cannot even become rich. Without that you cannot even enjoy your life. Similarly, even in your spiritual world, you cannot attain any degree of success unless these three conditions are there. So this is the philosophical part. That is, you must have Vidya, you must have Shraddha, you must have Upanishad. How does it translate to practicality, my everyday project? It translates into three important, again, today you will hear a lot of threes. So, Shraddha, Upanishad and Vidya, it's a threesome combination. This threesome combination converts itself into a threesome activity. It is called Vidya, Tapas and Yajna. One is the absolute concept of knowledge. Here Vidya means information, gathering information. Tapas is contemplation on the information. Tapas is not hanging upside down from the tree. You must have seen in Puranas. That's not tapas. Tapas is actually deep, contemplative thinking systematically. And then Yajna is a worshipful attitude. When these three are there, then again there will be success. So in the light of this dictum, which is going to be the thread in our discussion today, we'll take up the study of Surya Bhagavan, of Yajna, and why these Yajnas should be performed in the temple. Because most of the promotional activities we hear, whenever something happens in the temple, is please sponsor, please give money. This temple can run only when you give money. So what happens in that demand, we forget to understand there is something deeper than that. So when you understand why we should do all these things, then in that case, automatically you will be inspired to support the temple, this supporting of the temple, which is extremely important for creating a spiritual energy. And we will talk about that in the third part of our discussion. Because always we ask a question, what is in it for me? Whatever project I undertake, what is in it for me? What is my benefit? This question has been asked by our sages ages ago. Prayojanam anuddishya mantopi na pravartate. Prayojanam anuddishya. If there is no benefit in whatever we do, mandopi, even a fool, na pravartate, will not take to action. What about intelligent and wise people? Obviously, they will never take up any project unless there is a